You knew it was over, long before it ended. But you stayed. You stayed through the silence, through the excuses, through the nights you cried yourself to sleep beside someone who'd already left in every way but physically. You told yourself, maybe it'll get better. Maybe they'll change. Maybe I'm the problem. You learned to smile through the pain, to hide your tears in the shower, to defend someone who stopped defending you a long time ago. And now, it's over. You're free, but you don't feel free. Because deep down, you're not angry at them anymore. You're angry at yourself. For staying. For believing. For giving so many chances to someone who didn't deserve them. You whisper to yourself, how could I let this happen? Why didn't I leave sooner? But before we go any further, you need to hear this. You're not weak for staying. You were just trying to save something you thought was real. When it ends, people tell you, at least you left. But they don't see the guilt that lingers. You replay every red flag you ignored, every time your gut screamed and you stayed anyway. You think, I should have known. I should have left sooner. I wasted years of my life. But here's the truth no one says out loud. You stayed because you loved. You stayed because you believed love could fix things. Because you hoped they'd see your worth. Because walking away felt like giving up on something you built with your whole heart. You didn't stay out of weakness. You stayed out of hope. And that's something only people with deep hearts can do. So stop punishing yourself for being loyal. You were just trying to hold on to a promise that wasn't yours to keep anymore. Forgiveness starts when you understand why you stayed. You stayed because you were afraid of starting over. Because you thought leaving meant failure. Because you believed your love could be enough for both of you. And that version of you, the one who stayed, she doesn't need judgment. She needs compassion. She was trying her best. She thought love meant patience, sacrifice, effort. She didn't know that sometimes loving yourself means walking away. So when you look back on her, don't hate her. Thank her. Because even though she stayed too long, she's the reason you finally learned what too long feels like. And now you'll never forget it. You can't heal by hating the version of you that stayed. You heal by forgiving her. Forgive her for not knowing better. Forgive her for thinking love could change someone. Forgive her for believing promises that were never kept. You don't need to erase her, you need to embrace her. Because she was brave enough to love deeply, even when it hurt. And one day, you'll look back and realize you didn't stay too long. You stayed as long as it took to learn what love isn't. That's not failure. That's growth. So tonight, when you start blaming yourself again, stop. You didn't waste your time. You invested love in the wrong person, and that's what makes you wiser now. You gave everything you had, and that's something to be proud of. You didn't fail by staying too long. You simply outgrew the place that couldn't hold you anymore. So forgive yourself. Let the guilt go. You deserve peace. You deserve soft love, the kind that doesn't require you to fight for it. And when you finally look back, you'll whisper with a gentle smile, I forgive you for staying too long. Because now you're finally ready to leave not just the person, but the pain behind.